hate to see any player get traded. So I guess I would talk about when Shaq left in 2004, which really was, he was a player who was grandfathered through to a remaining collective bargaining agreement and was grandfathered in so that he could make more money than pretty much every other player in the league, and he wanted to. So it was really a financial decision that he was traded, but I never like to see players leave, and so I guess the day he got traded was the first day that I started to build a bridge back to him. When he was going to go into the Hall of Fame, he wanted to make sure that he went in as a Laker. 2004, losing in the finals to Detroit. You know, the idea that, you know, Karl Malone and Gary Payton came to the Lakers to, you know, try to give us that extra push to win another championship. We had home court advantage and we lost and then had to go to Detroit for the next 3. And, you know, that meant the team was in Detroit for, you know, 8 or 9 days. You know, and when you're in one city for 8 or 9 days, you know, playing games, it's just nothing good can happen because it's like you're kind of bored, you're away from home. Not to diminish anything about what the Pistons did, because they earned it and they deserved it. You know, we just let it slip away. You know, I don't think Memphis did anything that was, you know, trying to sabotage their future. I think it was, you know, that was the best decision for them and what they were doing with their salary cap. You know, because Mark was our property and, you know, not a bad player in himself,
that turned out okay, right?
And so, you know, Dr. Buss is a winner and, you know, made the moves to make sure that we were winning, and that really was a turning point and, you know, set us up to win those 2 championships. I would point to, and I even wear the ring from it, from the 2000 championship, because it was a pivotal time in Laker history. It was Phil Jackson's first year, and it was the first year at Staples Center. And we had so many of our fans who were worried about leaving the Forum. We played at the Forum for 42 years, and there was a mystique in that building, and there was concern that if we left the Forum, that it wouldn't transfer to this new arena. By winning a championship, it silenced all of that. And so that to me was something that made me feel like, oh, everything's gonna be okay. They asked me, what's the one room that you wish you had that you don't have at the Forum? And I said, we need a place for Jack Nicholson to go at halftime. And so that's where the idea of the chairman's room, which is the room at Staples Center that's on the event level.
Right.
It's for floor seat holders. That room has kind of taken some of the, you know, what was great about the Forum Club.
To it.
Right. So
cell phone service just magically disappears in
right.
the chairman's room.
Yes, no photos. I know all the shortcuts, let's put it that way. And you know, it's important, you know, when you have a big game or big moment and you need to like duck out, it's, you know, I could lead you there. Kobe is, you know, somebody that, you know, I obviously met him when he was 17, coming to the Lakers. And I was so impressed with him and his maturity, and I've watched him, you know, grow up for all those years. He is, you know, one of the most strategic, thoughtful people I've ever dealt with. And when I was struggling with some decisions that I had to make that I wasn't comfortable with, you know, he's been an ear and a shoulder that I can bounce things off of. And the friendship that we have, he's got a special place in my heart. And I know that he's always there for me, just as I will always be there for him in anything. And I think that, you know, I'm lucky he's a Laker, a lifetime Laker.